I just thought everybody knows how to make bacon and eggs.
It's going to make a beautiful salad.
Oh! See, I put them off where the coals are. I'm making a potato salad that has no carbs in it. This is a recipe for 2 people. I kind of made like a taco bar so that, you know how when you go to a place where they put in whatever you want. So I've got some peppers, orange ones and yellow ones. The meat is 2 pieces of bacon and a cup of cut up chicken that's been cooked. And I cooked the chicken in the bacon grease. When you're doing a low carb diet, you don't count calories and you're not concerned with the fat. You don't have to drain anymore, and no draining bacon. Tomatoes, cheese, spinach, olives, and some red onions. So we start with 4 eggs. Get eggs from Happy Chickens. Your omelets and all your egg dishes will be happier. Now, you just whisk them up. Get them all mixed up together. You don't want them, you don't want to use a beater because that'll put too much air in it. We don't want these puffy because they're going to be tortillas, sort of. Low-carb tortillas. About 30 seconds of whisking. I'm add 2 tablespoons of water. I've already measured that. Whisk it a little more. This is my secret. It's 1/4 cup of almond flour. It's just almonds ground up into flour, and you can get it in the store. It's what I use for flour now. So 1/4 cup of almond flour and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, grated. And because we're calling it a burrito, it kind of has a Spanish or Mexican flair. I'm going to add just a little bit of taco seasoning, maybe a ½ teaspoon. I'm just guessing, but about a ½ teaspoon. And we just whisk that up, mix it. This will make 2 tortillas. What do I mean by happy chickens? They get to walk around and eat grubs and scratch and dig and say hi to each other. They're not in cages where there are 6 of them together and they can't do what chickens do. It's having a pecking order. You have to have a pecking order to have happy chickens. Now, happy chickens are more expensive, so of course their eggs are more expensive, but it's really worth it. I cook a lot of my stuff in frying pans with coconut oil. So I have about a teaspoon of coconut oil. This is what a jar of it looks like, and it looks like that in there. It's wonderful. So I'm going to turn this on. I want it pretty like medium high. We'll get that melted. And it is so good for you. It's high fat and high calories, but we don't count calories when we have a restricted carbohydrate diet. It's almost melts in your mouth, and it doesn't have, it's just no flavor, but it's so smooth. I've mixed it with peanut butter. Just makes a nice little 1 teaspoon treat. Once the coconut oil is melted in it, you spread it around in the pan. I'm going to add half of our egg mixture for one of the tortillas. Make sure it fills the whole pan. And then we just let this cook, and then we'll turn it over in a second. You can see it starting to cook in the middle, and then we just have to get the outsides cooked up. I sometimes will move the pan over the flame to get the edges done. Now this, guys, it's supposed to work, this fancy deal I got. We'll see. It doesn't bend real good, so it might, nope, you know, I wasted $4.99 on this sucker. And it doesn't work. This was 99 cents at Walmart. So there's one. Doesn't take long for this. It's done. Now what I'm going to do is put it on a cookie grate. Just slide that on there, and I'm ready to make my next one. There are 2 eggs in each one of these, because remember we mixed up 4 eggs. That's bigger, so my husband will get that one. You know, when I cracked the eggs and threw them over my shoulder, and they all landed in the sink on one take. So these have very little carbohydrates in them. A little in the almond flour, but there is so much fiber in there that you get to subtract the fiber grams off the carb grams. I'm putting all the taco bar ingredients into this frying pan on medium heat, just to get them nice and hot, about 5 minutes. I'm going to add a little more taco seasoning. You stir it in really well. I put half the mixture on one side of the tortilla and fold it over. Add a sprig of parsley, a slice of avocado, and some sour cream, and there it is, delicious and very low carb.
Adore who you are. Adore where you are. Adore who you're with.